Hey everybody, this is Gwen and I'm loving my life. I am at Lake Amador yet again. This time I'm in site number 77. This is an electric site. It's only 110, but it does power the refrigerator and lights and stuff like that. So here's my view from one angle. There's the lake itself. This right here is the road. But the site itself is pretty, there's Ace. The site itself is pretty roomy. They're kind of tight though, because that picnic table does not belong to this site. It belongs to that site. There's my picnic table. So you can see that it is kind of tight. And also that power, that's the 110 power for this site. And it has 4 plugs on it. So, but a good thing is that's the bathhouse. So this is just where we're at for the weekend. There's a Nobo, the truck. But yeah, pretty nice spot. So I just wanted to pop inside the Noble for a minute to show you that I painted my cabinets white. They were this color. I decided to leave that color because I didn't really want to go through all the taping off the black part and trying to paint that. Plus I have the Serenity sign up there, which I'm also going to paint white. But I love the white. It makes it so much brighter in here, and it just fits better, with the backsplash I put up. It just looks so much brighter in the space. Even though I would have all of the windows, the blinds up, it just looked really dark in here. But with the white, I just love the white. It looks really, really nice. And thought I'd show you that. Okay, let's go inside the restroom and the showers. Take a look and see what those look like. Women and girls. There's a notice trying to do it so you can actually read it. Maybe if you can read sideways, there you go. 2 sinks, 1 mirror, place to put your trash, and 1, 2. So be mindful that the door, there is no door. There's no door on this part here. So here are the showers. And they have them separate, thank goodness, because sometimes they have them where it's either men or women. Oh, it's very tiny. Okay, there's one on the other side. But here, come here, baby. Come on, we're good. Ace like I ain't going in there. Okay, so it's just a standard shower. I'm not so sure how I would feel. Is anybody over here? I'm not so sure how I would feel with the other one. Look, see that? It's just open. Now, I'm sure they're both for women, but shower, yeah, both are for women. So shower at your own risk. If one is open and one is in use, then you get my meaning. There I am there, and I have a shower in there, so I use that. So trash right here. I also camped over there in site 71. Right there. So it's right across the road. It's all by itself, but let's run over here real quick. It's a very, come on baby. It's a very, very narrow site. It is a pull through, but it's very, very narrow. So here's the entrance right here. Okay, so you pull through. First time I came here, I was in my A-frame. And, you want to be off the road, which is right there. So you pull through. I pulled up like right across from that fire pit, which made sense to me because it was the July, I think it was, of 2020, right before the everything started to shut down. And I had an A-frame and there wasn't much room. Bella was only 2 months old. It was our very first camping trip, but you know, the picnic table is way back here and so is the grill. Not that I'm gonna use the grill, but they're still way back here. You know, so it's a very, very narrow site. So it's not something I would recommend for RVs, but definitely a good site for tent camping. And check out that view, right? I'll walk up here and show you what my view was like when I opened up the door. This was my view every morning. Isn't that beautiful? This is a really nice site. This is site number 4. And it's over here by itself. Now, be mindful. It's right off the road, which is right here and right here that I'm standing on. But let me show you how big it is. Let me move Ace leash to the other hand. Sorry about that. Okay, so this would be good for an RV because you can back up here and your door is facing that way. There is your picnic table, your grill, and a fire ring. Okay, plus you have all of this space if you have dogs like I do, all this space here for them to just run around. I mean, look at that. Look at all that space. This is amazing. I love this. Now, granted, this is a dry spot. You know, there's no electricity on this spot. But I don't think, unless someone is over there, that's campsite number I. It's a group site. It's the very first site I ever camped at when I came to Lake Amador. It was off season like it is now. This is the last week of February of 2025, and there's hardly anybody here. I love to come camping in February. Plus, electrical sites are only $30 a night, you know, so great. Anyhow, if there's nobody here, then, you know, you can turn on your generator, you know, unless you have solar and that's all you need. I personally have to have a generator because I want to run a furnace or, you know, electrical appliances or whatever. But anyhow, look, there's the lake right there. You can walk down to it. You know, I'm sure there are little paths down there that would lead to it. And when you wake up in the morning, the beautiful thing about being in a site where you can actually see the water is that it's all cloudy. You know, what is it? Fog. Fog hovers over the water. It's such a beautiful sight first thing in the morning. But anyhow, if you're coming here, again, this is one to consider. Again, it's dry camping. You know, there is water, but it is dry camping, but it's a really, really nice site. I'm popping back in real quick just to show you that there's a little play area for the kids. This is right a few yards from where I just was in the last little clip. So this is near campsite number 67. So if you've got kids, you can bring them out here and they have something to play on. Ace and I are out on a walk, so I thought I'd give you just a little tour. I'm right there. Just a small little walking tour of some of the campsites here at Lake Amador. Again, I'm in site number 77 and the bathhouse is very close to me. Let's see if I can zoom in real quick. There's the bathhouse and there's a dumpster. Okay, wait a minute. Right there. Right there. So here, all the sites that are up there by me, those ones are electric. These ones here, I don't see any electricity, but they might be electric. If you go to the website, all the electric sites are red. So this site here, I can't see the thing right now. There's site number 75, which is this site right there. Somebody's already there. They were here when I pulled in yesterday. But this here, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's site number 76 right here. It's on the grass, so there's no gravel or anything like that. No pavement. It's a grass site, which is kind of weird. Um, but there it is. There's a picnic table that goes with it, and also a fire grill. Site number 75. Whoops. There's a site right down here. I can't see that number from here. It's a back-end site. Here's another one, which is kind of weird. Let's see what number this is. This is site number 83. Okay, so it looks like you come up here and you back in. My backup skills aren't that good, but it goes up this little hill here between those trees, and there's your picnic table back there, and the grill too. Interesting. Yeah, these are grassy. I've never seen these here. Usually, I'm in an electric site, and they're always dirt, but I've never seen the grassy ones, so I don't know how they camp. I've never camped on grass before, unless I was tent camping, of course. Mr. Ace out getting his morning walk, enjoying the peace and solitude. It was so quiet last night. Usually when I'm here, I put on, anytime I go camping, I would use earplugs because I'm a very light sleeper. That right there looks like a really nice site. This one right here, site number 65. So, well, I'm kind of confused. Okay, so, no, I take that back. Honestly, I don't know, because I'm kind of confused. Because it looks like you come up here, you back in, but there's a picnic table here with a grill. So, okay, this picnic table and grill goes to, see that little drive right there? Goes to that one. So, this one, 65, goodness, how does that one work? It's all so confusing. They're not very defined. The campsites aren't very defined back here, because I guess if you come up this way, you can back in, and your picnic table would be behind you, or, maybe they're tent sites. I don't know. I'm always in an RV, so these could be tent sites. Hey, check out the A-frame up there. All right, brings back memories. Anyhow, Ace and I are going to go ahead and continue our walk. I just want to show you a couple of campsite. That person up there looks like they must be a full-time resident. They have what do you call it? They have a tool shed. So yeah. Anyhow, we're going to continue our walk, and we will check in with you later. These are some of the dry spots here at Lake Amador. The sites are pretty big. As you can see, the little white lines, they look like some type of pipes, but they separate each site. But look how big that spot is. And it looks like some people who have used the spots have used like rocks to make fire pits there. But these are right on the water. And like I said, it's dry docking. So these spots are actually, even though they're on the water, they're cheaper spots. So something to consider if you ever come out here. Notice how Ace keeps his distance. He knows Bella's at the end of her rope. He got plenty of room left on his. But notice he's keeping back. Smart little dog. Okay, so this is the RV park that is on site at Lake Amador. It's full hookups and it's $45 a night. I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not staying there this trip, and I don't want to invade anybody's privacy. But this is the entrance to it. It's called Lakeside RV Park. A lot of full-time residents here. I can't remember the site number. I was in, but if you go back through my videos and you see the tour of the Nobo, I was at this RV park here. It was quiet, it was peaceful. I didn't hear any loud voices. I didn't hear any dogs barking, although I had Bella, she wasn't barking either. I did see people walking their dogs, but everybody was pretty quiet and kept to themselves. It's a great place to just come and relax. The one negative I have about it is the streets are horrible. They are just full of holes, potholes, everywhere you turned. So getting out, and it's very tight getting into the site because there's not really enough room between. Okay, so there was like my site, and then coming out of my site is kind of like a little tiny hill, you know. So I had an SUV at the time, which made, I guess, a little better. If I had to try and get in there in the truck, I don't think I'd be able to do it because it was just that tight. But again, my stay was pleasant. The only negative is just the streets or the roads are just full of potholes, so your traveling will be bumpy, and I suggest that you go slow. But you know, if you're in the area and you need full hookups, it's only $45 a night. Okay, so I told you guys that I was in site number 77, but this is actually the site that I had reserved. It's 104, and it's supposed to be a pull-through site. I don't know if this would be the beginning or the end of it, but as you can see, it's very muddy. We'll just walk around the whole site. Again, it's site number 104. Big tree here. So if you're camped here in the summertime, that would give you lots of shade. Picnic table, fire ring, and grill. There's another little table. Looks like somebody just put it there. But there's the water connector right there. There's your water. So I would assume that coming from the road, if you're in an RV, you would come up this way and go up here around the tree so that your door faces outward, you know, when you have access more easily to the picnic table. But nice tree. It would be a very tight site if you're in an RV, and the power is right there. Again, the power on all the sites outside of the RV park are 110. So yeah, this is it. It's got a nice little hillside behind it, you know, and then your nearest neighbor is right there, but that's fine. But this would be it. So great for a tent site, but if you have an RV, this one would be very, very tight. Although you do have space on the other side of the picnic table, the road is right there. So, you know, I would be real mindful of any dogs that I have. That space over there just seems to be kind of wasted. And I'm assuming that with the rains, the recent rains, the water just comes down that little hill right there and pools right there. So when you come in with a vehicle, if you come in this way, you are, you know, in the mud and everything. But anyhow, site number 104, it is electric. Great tent site, and there's the lake. There's the sunset tonight. Today is February 27th, 2025. Beautiful sunset. I'm in Ione, California at Lake Amador. I'm in site number 77. It's my last night here. And we get to bring this night in very peacefully with a beautiful sunset. And if you listen, you can hear like the little frogs. And that, of course, is Ace because he wants you to know he's here too, but that's pretty much all you hear. It's beautiful. Thanks for watching.